me just do my little intro here for those of you who are on YouTube and wondering what the heck this is that you have stumbled upon. My name is Margie Remmers-Davis, and I'm the founder and CEO of Acadian Accounting Education. And this is the weekly live stream that we have every week, every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time inside our Facebook group called the QBO Gym Locker Room. So if you're watching this on YouTube, the link is going to be below. Come join us, because that's where all the good stuff happens. That's where you get to actually have a conversation with me and ask questions and get the exercise we're going to do today. It's all the good stuff happens in the locker room, and it's totally free. So the QBO Gym Locker Room is your spot for hands-on practice using QuickBooks Online. That's all we do all day, every day. As a member of the locker room, you get a free QBO QuickStart course. Okay, so this course teaches you how to sign up for your free QuickBooks Online accountant account, what's different about an accountant account from a regular subscription that business owners get, how to navigate terminology, workflows, and of course, hands-on practice. We're all about that hands-on practice to get you squared away so that you can lay the foundation and know how to get around in QuickBooks Online. So that course was emailed to you. It was emailed to you. If you can't find the email, you don't know what I'm talking about, email us at support@acadian.com. That's AKADIAN. And we will get you squared away. You know, maybe you typed in your email address wrong. Maybe we copied it wrong. It is a manual process, by the way. So when you signed up for the locker room, and you know how you gave us your email address, it is a manual process for us to take that email address and give you your course. So maybe we did something wrong. Maybe you did something wrong. Who knows? But the point is, we will get it to you because it's important that you have that if you're brand new starting out, okay? Also, as a member of the locker room, you get over 100 free exercises. I think it's closer to 200 exercises. I haven't checked in a while, counted in a while, but it is a lot of exercises that allow you to practice QuickBooks Online hands-on, that teaches you all these different features of QuickBooks Online. And also, as a member of the locker room, you get to come to our live stream live here, interact with me and each other, ask questions, and you also get the free exercise of the week, which we're going to go over today. Let me just do that. Okay. All right, so we are, sorry. So somebody's saying, see, what is it? Rashida is suggesting we have a poolside locker room live workout. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to take my equipment out there, but anyway, yeah. So don't remind me of my pool, because it just makes me sad that I'm not out there in it. All right. So before we get to the, I'm going to stop my screen share here. All right. Before we get into the exercise for today, we need to have a talk. I warned you earlier that Spicy Margie is here. So this month we are having a contest. It is called Just Get It Done June. I'm trying to open there it is. So we're gonna go through this again, okay? All right, so the month of June is here. We have dubbed this Just Get It Done June. Just Get It Done June. What are you getting done? Your QBO Pro Advisor certifications. So this is for those of you who are certifying for the first time. okay? Let me say that again. This contest is for those of you who are certifying for the first time. If you have not gotten your certification, your Pro Advisor certification, level 1, level 2, or payroll ever before, and you get certified in the month of June using our course materials. For those of you who don't know, we offer companion courses for that go with the free Intuit training. So if you've tried to get your Pro Advisor certification on your own, you might struggle with the Intuit training. It's free and it's comprehensive. I'm so grateful for that, but it's more like a textbook. And some people prefer to learn from a teacher. It's not interactive at all. It's a lot of reading, and people struggle. And so we offer these companion courses. So if you are using our companion courses to get certified for the first time in the month of June, then you qualify for the drawing, okay? Let me say that again. If you are using our courses to get certified for the first time in the month of June, then you get to enter our drawing. Okay, so if you already have your certification, do you get to be in the drawing? No. If you just recertified, do you get to be in the drawing? No. If you are going through the course on your own with Intuit without us, do you get to be in the drawing? No. Why am I hammering on this? Because, for those of you who don't know, we're having this drawing. It is every Friday in the month of June. All right, I'm going to go through the contest rules again. We did this last week. I'll probably do it every week in the month of June. Hold on, I got to get it set up. Okay. And share screen. Okay, we're going to go over the contest rules again. Okay. All right, here we go. So you get one entry per certification achieved in June. Okay, now I did announce this last Friday, so we are letting the people in who got certified on May 30th, which was last Friday, and May 31st. Those are the only two exceptions. You have to have gotten certified in the month of June or those 2 dates. Okay, one entry per certification achieved. If you get all 3 certifications in the month of June, great, you get entered in 3 times, okay? The way you enter is you send us your Credly badge, okay? When I made this last week, there wasn't a form yet. There is now a form. Joel's gonna put that in the chat so you have it. It's also in the locker room. I'm posting all the time. We're emailing you all the time so that you have the form where you enter, okay? And you send your Credly badge, okay? Do you get entered if you did not send the Credly badge? No, you do not. Do you get entered if you send us a link that is not public? No, you do not. We have to verify that you actually got your Credly badge. If you send me a link that is not a public link, I can't verify that you actually got it. Okay, now, if you purchase one of our courses in the month of June, okay, which I'm also including, every time I say the month of June, just know that I'm including May 30th and May 31st, because that's when I announce this, okay? If you purchase the course in the month of June and got certified in the month of June, we're going to 5x your entries, okay? 5 times. So everybody, if you already have the course and you just now got around to finishing it, 1 entry. if you purchase it now and finish, you get 5 entries. Now, is this doable? Absolutely. The basic certification, I'm sorry, I keep calling it basic. The level 1 certification takes about 5 hours. Okay, it's 5 hours of course training. That does not include the test taking time. Okay, but you could easily do your entire level 1 in a day. Okay, you could get level 1 certified in a day. It's not hard. Okay, level 2 is a little bit harder. Level 2 takes about 8 hours to get through, plus the test taking time. Okay, so and so maybe 12 hours like total of your time. And is that doable? Yes, you could do it in a weekend. You could get it in a weekend. So there's plenty of time for you to get entered in this drawing. And payroll also is more like level 1, also takes, like 4 hours ish. Okay, not including test taking time. So you could easily get all 3 certifications in the month of June, like no problem. And if you do that, then you get 15 entries. You get 15 entries because you would get 5. If you bought the course now and you finished it, each one you do, you get 5 entries, so you could get 15 entries. Okay. We're going to be doing the drawing here on the live stream every Friday. You don't have to be here to win. I know that's an issue for some folks. Okay. We're going to do it every Friday. And here's the thing, your name is going to stay in all month long. So if you qualified to be in the drawing today and you don't win, no problem, because your name's still going to be in there next week. Okay. And if you keep getting certified, so let's say this week you got your level 1, and the next week you get level 2, then your name's going to keep being added to the pool. Okay. All right. And for everyone who gets certified in the month of June, if you get certified in the month of June, 100% of the people are going to get a special prize. Okay. Not the drawing prize, but a special prize that you will definitely want. Okay. All right. The prize is money. So I mentioned last week that I initially wanted it to be like, oh, you get a free course, right? And my team said, maybe you give them something that doesn't involve buying more from you. Like maybe they would just so we're going to give a $500 gift card, $500. You get certified for the first time, not a recertification. You get certified for the first time in the month of June, and you're following all the rules. You get in the drawing. There's going to be 4 winners in the month of June. So $500 gift card, and because I still want you to buy my courses, we're going to give you a $250 coupon to use on anything. Okay? All right. And this is going to happen every single week. Okay. All right. So let me stop my screen share. Gotta check the chat. See what's going on. Charlene says she passed her. See, I can put this up on the screen. Darlene says she passed her level 1 on May 27th. Should have waited a couple more days. I did pass my payroll on June 2nd. I'm sending that certificate today. Excellent. So next week, Charlene, you'll be in the drawing. And level 2 is will be as soon as you get that done, let us know. Now, you're also saying that it's taking longer than what is listed. I don't know why that would be, because we have everything timed. So we know how long the videos are, and we add up all of the videos, and we have people go through the exercises and all the activities and time them. So I don't know why that would be, but all right. So Joel has put, let's see. June says, get certified. Margie's Acadian materials are exceptional. Thank you. Joel has put the link in the chat. Let me know if the link is working, because Lindsay told me that sometimes the link in the chat doesn't. We had all the right settings, but it's not working. So, okay. All right. Here is why I am so spicy today. Because we got 43 entries. We got 43 entries this week. 43 people entered the drawing. Guess how many actually qualified for the drawing? You're about to see. So David Friedman, I don't think he's on this call. David Friedman purchased the course in April and got certified on June 5th. Yay, David! All right. Wayne, can't read my handwriting. Hendrickson. I think it's Hendrickson. Hendrickson. All right. Wayne Hendrickson purchased the course on May 29th. Ah, darn it. One day before. But got certified on June 4th. Yay, Wayne. Robert, I'm curious to know, look at all these men. I have to tell you, it's almost all, there's only one woman in this list. Curious, very curious. All right, Robert, I'm curious to know, because there is only one T, if it is Paterson. Robert Paterson purchased the course on May 25th and got certified on June 3rd. Melanie Asimar, and I don't know if Melanie's on the call today, but I saw her active in the locker room earlier, so I know that there's an accent on the name, but I don't know which. I don't know where it is. Sorry, Melanie. Okay. Melanie purchased the course on May 30th, so she qualifies for the 5X, and got certified on June 1st. Melanie, woohoo, for 5 entries. All right, Michael Harris purchased the course on May 29th. Another one that just barely missed the day. Got certified on June 2nd. Oh, I don't have an S. And Kendra Bishop. This one was a tough one. Kendra, are you on the call today? I know sometimes Kendra comes, I think. Anyway, this is a tough one because Kendra bought the course in September of 2024, which makes me think that she actually recertified, but it doesn't, I could not find any evidence of her actually getting certified, even though she's had it this long. So we've got her in, so I think she did in fact get certified level 2 on June 1st. Okay, so that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people qualified for the drawing, and 43 entered the drawing. See why I'm a little spicy? See why I'm a little spicy? Okay. Next week, guys gotta follow directions. Guys follow directions. All right, let's see who's gonna win $750. Shall we? All righty. Let's see who wins that $750, $500 in cash, and the answer is, oh, so close, so close, so close. Wayne Hendrickson. Woohoo! All right. I don't think Wayne is on the call, so we will make sure that Wayne gets his stuff. Woohoo! All right. So I am removing him now, but if he gets more certifications, he can enter again. Okay? So, all right. Guys, how do I get rid of this now? Oh, I stopped the share. I didn't, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. How do I, uh-oh, that might be all we have to get to do today is, is the wheel of names, because now my monitor is frozen. There we go. Oh, guys. Okay. All right, so let's get started with our exercise. Here's the thing. Here's why I'm so spicy. Here's why I'm so spicy about it, okay? Is that bookkeeping is a detail-oriented profession. If you want to be a bookkeeper, you have to be able to follow directions. You have to be able to read carefully and look closely. We here at Acadian are building elite bookkeepers. Our goal at Acadian is our goal here at Acadian is to create bookkeepers who are so good, who are so head and shoulders above everybody else that people refuse to work with anybody else, that people insist on an Acadian trained graduate, okay? The only way that we can achieve that goal is for you to be amazing. I need you to be amazing. Please be amazing. The world needs amazing bookkeepers. The world needs amazing bookkeepers. Please, I'm begging, be an amazing bookkeeper, okay? All right, let's get started. Speaking of being amazing, the best way to become amazing is to do exercises, is to actually do the work and continue to learn. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's dive in. So, as I mentioned, the locker room, you being here today, the QuickStart course, the 100 free exercises, all of that is free. We want well-trained, really good, amazing bookkeepers, okay? Please come into our world and learn how to be amazing, okay? And it doesn't cost you anything to be part of our world, okay? All right. However, we do also have we have paid products. Obviously, you heard me talk about the certification products. That link, by the way, the link where you can go and submit your entry for the contest also has all the information about our different courses and how to sign up for them. It's all on that same page. So, but we also have a product called the QBO Gym. Now this, what we're doing right here, is called the locker room. The locker room, totally free. The gym is a paid subscription product. And it is an opportunity for you to practice being a bookkeeper. Now, all of the exercises, all the free exercises we are giving you are just one-off situations. They're feature-based. They're like, oh, you're going to learn this thing. Okay, the gym puts it all together, and you actually get to be the bookkeeper. It's, if you've ever said to yourself, oh, I wish that I could be an intern, or I wish that I could just shadow another bookkeeper, or if you've said, oh, I got certified, but I don't really know what I'm doing, and what would I do actually during the day? How do I organize my work? Okay, that is what you learn in the gym. You actually get to be a bookkeeper. So, so Joel put in the chat, if you want to like check it out, you can check out the first month for free. You get to do it an entire year. It doesn't take a whole year. It takes about 42 real-time hours to get through the material, and then you have a year's worth of experience, and we give you a certificate at the end that says you have a year's worth of experience, and you can move on to year 2 if you want and get 2 years of experience, and we'll have a certificate that says you have 2 years worth of experience. All right, so that is the QBO Gym. The QBO Gym is tied to Booksmatch. So Booksmatch is our proprietary dashboard where it tracks all of the skills that you have learned and accumulated during your time in the gym. So it looks like Donna Peterson, woohoo, is our ranked #1 at this moment when my assistant pulled this up. And you can see how it's organized by skill groups. So this is the amount of knowledge. This is the number of skills that she has reinforced during her time in the gym. You can click on any of these, drill down to find out more specifics about that skill. You can see how you compare to others. The dark one is you, the light one is the average of everybody else. And we track, in order to do the rankings, we track three metrics. They are knowledge, which is your entire time in the gym. And then we didn't want to disadvantage the new folks. Donna is a perfect example. You've seen me pull up other people that have higher numbers here in the skills verified. So she's at 381, but she is kicking butt. And here's how I know is because she's gotten 20 skills just within the last week. Okay, so we take the speed, which is not how quickly you get through the exercises, but how many skills you're able to reinforce in a given week. And we take those two numbers, and together mathematical magic comes up with the ranking, and the rankings change all the time as you're doing it. But the most important metric that we track is this one right here, which is consistency. And in order to even show up on the board, you have to do an exercise at least every 2 weeks. Okay, so that's what's going to maintain your consistency. That's why we have an exercise of the week, is so that for the people who have finished everything, they still need to be in there upskilling to keep their consistency high. Okay, so and he didn't pull up I gotta stop my screen share for a sec, because he did not pull up the exercise of the week. The exercise of the week is actually a separate course in your dashboard, and it unlocks when you reach 250 points. Everything in the gym is gamified, and there's bells and whistles and woohoos and all that. Okay, let me just pull this up real quick. All right, there we go. And I gotta update the welcome video, guys. I don't look like that at all anymore. Okay. All right, so let me share again. Share, and this one. Okay, so you guys can see that now, right? Okay, so the gym is, like I said, it's gamified. There's a little button down here at the bottom where you can pull up to see how many points you have accumulated, and that's what. It's not the same as the skills in Booksmatch. The points that are in the gym will unlock the exercise of the week. Okay, you have to have 250 points. Okay, so once it is unlocked, it looks like this, and then here is our exercise for the day. Okay, so I'm going to click here. We're going to be talking about opening balance equity. So last week we had a special guest on the 5th Friday of every month. We have Corey Jankowski, who is the creator of our cleanup course, and she talked about a thing in cleanup. So this is sort of also a cleanup. Topic. We're not going to go into it as much detail, but it is also part of our bookkeeping fast track course. The bookkeeping fast track is the course that teaches you basic bookkeeping skills. This is the foundation. This is the foundation of your bookkeeping knowledge. Okay, the certification courses are just teaching software. The bookkeeping foundations is helping you understand all the whys behind what we're doing, how everything connects together. Okay, so today's focused on the fast track course, and part of fast track is understanding the equity section. And equity section, one of the pieces of the equity section is this opening balance equity, which you will primarily only see if you're working in QuickBooks Online. Okay, so I'm going to click the link. Joel has put the link in the chat, and you might want to do it again, Joel, so that they don't have to scroll so much. As a reminder, if you are subscribed to the gym and you have the exercise of the week unlocked, then you have to use this link that's inside the course. Okay, you can't use the link that Joel provided. The one that Joel put in the chat is just for the people who are not subscribed to the gym. This is our free gift to you for being with us here live. Okay. All right. So I opened up the exercise, and all of our exercises are done in the sample company, and so you can access the sample company however you want. I actually have, I don't know why I didn't just click the link here. We actually have it on the exercise linked, so you can open up the sample company and do the exercise. Okay. Now, with the sample company open, okay, let me just read. See how entries get added to opening balance equity, then clean them up. This is not a scenario-based question because it is not part of the gym, and it's not part of the cleanup course. It's part of the fast track. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to see how this account on the equity section is, like, where all of these numbers come from and how to clean it up. Okay. All right. So if you notice, oh, well, this is good times. Normally, okay. So normally this little button right here says guide me. And on the first one, usually it says guide me. And on the later ones, it just has this little Star Trek badge. But I don't know why it doesn't say guide me. Usually it does. And if you don't see this button, this is whether it says guide me or whether it's this little Star Trek badge. We use for all of our, Rain says you noticed that it didn't say guide me, that it just had like the little arrow. Okay. So, oh, I forgot to check. All right, we're at 94. We're at 94 people live, so we've got to keep an eye on if I have to kick any of the bots out, any of the note takers out. Anyway, so we use a software called Scribe to build all of our exercises. And Scribe provides a Google Chrome extension. So if you go to your Google Chrome store and load this free extension, it's called Scribe AI Documentation, SOPs, and then screenshots, what it is. If you load that and have it have it turned on. Yeah, so Charlotte's saying you don't see guide me, but Charlotte, are you seeing the little Star Trek thing? Oops, wrong one. Neither of them. All right, so you have to make sure, you have to make sure that it is on in your extensions. So go into the extensions, make sure this little thing is on here. And then once that's the case, what should happen, I don't know what's happening with Scribe today. It's usually there, no biggie, huh? Rain says you don't have the Star Trek thing either, huh? All right, well, I'm gonna click it and see what happens. Okay, so what should happen is you have a little thing that says guide me, and you have to confirm. And then what happens is the exercise is loaded on the right-hand side with the sample company on the left. That's if you have the sample company already loaded. Kay is asking, if you save items to your Scribe account, will you have access to those when you are no longer in the gym? Oh, yeah, probably. They're not tied to, you don't have to have a gym account to use the Scribes. So please show how to pull up Scribe again. Okay. I don't know what you mean by pull it up. So if I'm on the exercise, okay, so here I am on the exercise, then usually when you're on the white box, and you have the Google Chrome extension. So to get the Google Chrome extension, you have to go to your Chrome web store. You do that by clicking this little button up here. You go to the Chrome web store and you have to load the Scribe extension. So I have mine pinned here so you can see. Oh, okay, well, good times. Good times, guys. All right, here we go again. Oh, look, well, it's not there unless I hover over it. So those of you who are saying it's not there, oh, Charlotte, okay, you found that out too. Okay, good. So you hover over it, you click confirm, but you have to have the Scribe you have to have it already loaded in your thing, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So let me first show you, this is not in the exercise, I just want to show you what we're talking about here so you have some context. In the fast track course, when we get to this part, we're already talking about the equity section. We already have learned what these different accounts are, and we're talking about the opening balance equity right here, okay, what this is, okay? So the question is, what is this account and how does it get added to? So opening balance equity is what is created when QBO doesn't know where the money came from, okay? It is saying these are the transactions that came out of thin air, that suddenly, poof, they're in the books and we don't know why. And here's how much they were, but we don't know where they came from. And so they dump them in this account called opening balance equity, okay? So here's how that happens. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about how the money gets in there and what to do about it, okay, at a basic level. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of things that are going to add money to the opening balance equity, and you'll see how it's added. Okay, that's what we're going to do first, and then we are going to I lost my train of thought. Then we're going to clean it up, okay? All right. Let's see. I'm kind of not paying attention to the chat, so I have to come back. Okay. All right. So the first thing that you're going to do is go to the gear icon right here, We're going to click Chart of Accounts. All right, so one way that money gets added to the opening balance equity is when you create an account in the Chart of Accounts and give it an opening balance. Okay, so that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to close this so we have some more real estate. Okay, and we're going to click New, and then we're going to create an account, my checking account. Okay, and we're going to call it we're going to say it's a bank account. Okay, so many of the account types will give you this option of entering an opening balance. Okay, you never, ever, ever, ever want to put a number in the opening balance. Okay, that was really strong. There is one circumstance in which you would have an opening balance, but 99.999% of the time, you never put a balance in the opening balance. Somebody tell me why. Why? Why? That's what we're all about here. Why? What should it be instead? What should it be instead? I'll wait. Arlene says it should be 0. Christina says QBO doesn't like it. It's not just QBO that doesn't like it. Claire says it doubles it. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Esther says it needs to be in owner's equity. Deirdre, 0, but spelled in the competing way. Okay, it should be 0. Yes. It should. Oh, here we go, Deirdre. Yes. Deirdre says this is the answer right here. Where'd it go? Keep scrolling. All right, here it is. Here's the answer. Because we need to know where the money came from. It can't just poof appear in your checking account. You either sold something, or you got a loan, or the owner contributed the money, right? So which one of those things which one of those things was it? Well, QBO is saying, I don't know. You didn't tell me, so I guess it's opening balance equity. Okay. We always want to know, we have to know when you started from 0, like your business, you started from 0. Oh, I forgot I'm sharing my screen. You can't see dang it. All right. Anyway, so yes, it is because we have to know where it came from. Okay. So that's why opening out balance equity is fine. It is bad. Can you enlarge the screen? I can enlarge the left side. Let's see. I can enlarge the left side. Maybe I can't at this moment. There we go. A little bit. But it does, there's no way for me to enlarge the right side without moving it more. All right, but you should have the exercise open, so you should be able to follow along that way. Okay. All right. So if I create an opening balance, and that's what we're going to do, okay, right here, we're going to say that the opening balance was $2,000, and we're going to put in today, as of today, and we're going to do this for both a checking account, and we're going to do this for a credit card. Okay. Oh, oops. Lindsay, do you see that? Step 9. This whole thing is supposed to be deleted. See, because I put all the information in this step right here, step 10. So maybe Lindsay, if you could delete the other steps. Okay. All right. So my new checking account, opening balance 2,000. Entering today. Oh, we did that already. Now we're doing the new one, which is my new credit card. My new credit. Oops. Okay. And we're going to make this a credit card. And we're going to make this opening balance 500. And again, we're going to say today. Okay? So we're going to save that. And now we're going to go back to the balance sheet. So we're going to go to Reports, Standard Reports, Balance Sheet. I'm going to close this. Okay. And I'm going to scroll down to the equity section. All right, so here's the opening balance equity. For those of you who are new, who aren't as familiar with QuickBooks Online yet, whenever you have a number that's on a report, you can click that number and it'll show you all of the transactions that make up that number. Okay, so I'm going to click that number. And here's all of the individual transactions that make up that number. And you can see here are my two. So it added $2,000 to that account, and it took off and it subtracted $500 from that account. Okay. All right. So what do we do about it? You can see. Okay, so this is the exercise, is just showing you that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I was showing you how on the balance sheet those two new accounts were created. But then also, here we are. I'm way ahead of us. I'm way ahead, guys. I do this all the time. All right, so what we're going to do is this transaction, let's take a look at what this is actually. So I'm going to click the number. And notice what happened. So when we created that account and we put in the $2,000, opening balance, it said, well, I don't know what this is. So it created a bank deposit transaction. QBO created this transaction. We didn't create this bank deposit. QBO did. Okay, so it created the bank deposit, and look what it did. It put in as the account that opening balance equity, because it says, I don't know where this money came from. I guess it came from opening balance. Okay. Well, this was just a demo that we just did for the purposes of this exercise. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and delete it. Okay. So I'm going to click More, and then I'm going to hit Delete. Now, all opening balance equity transactions are automatically considered reconciled. Even though nobody actually physically went in and reconciled them, they're all considered reconciled. So as we go through this exercise, we're going to get all these pop-ups that say, this is reconciled. Are you sure you want to do it? And we're going to say yes. Okay, so in this case, we're going to say, yes, I'm deleting that transaction because I just created it just now. So let's take a look at the credit card one. Okay, so I click the number on the credit card one. And by the way, it's still there even though I deleted it because I just haven't refreshed the report. Okay. All right. So here's what it did with that credit card. It's like, well, you must have bought something. I don't know what you bought. I don't know who you paid. I don't know what you bought, but you must have bought something worth $500. And so it created this expense, and it said the category was opening balance equity. Okay. Well, since this is the one I just created, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to delete it. Okay. This is not always what you would want to do. We're going to go over the correct procedure for cleaning this up. I'm just deleting the ones that I created for demonstration purposes. Okay. So I'm going to hit delete. Then I'm going to hit yes. Okay. Let's see where we are on my exercise because I talk and don't follow along. Okay. All right. All right. So now let's take a look at the remaining entries in this account. Okay. We'll want to see the entire history of the account. So we'll need to change the dates. Okay. So right now this report is this year to date. We want to select all dates. Okay. So now we have all dates. And these are all of the transactions before I created those two that were just in the account. Okay. So let's see. Go to the first under reports. Oh, I skipped some steps here. Oops. I skipped, or I accidentally deleted some steps here. So I don't know, Lindsay, if you want to recreate this, or yeah, that'd probably be good. Okay, so what I meant to do was we're going to see what this checking is. Okay, this checking for $5,000. We're going to click on that. Okay, so here's exactly what happened. It shows you exactly what we just did. Okay, and that is that Craig created his checking account with $5,000 and just said, oh, this is the starting balance. But we have to know, where did that come from? And somebody said it earlier in the chat. Who was it? Esther. It needs to be owner's equity. If the owner is contributing to, if the owner is starting up the business, okay, I'm going to start this business and I'm going to put $5,000 in it. That's owner's equity or an owner's contribution. Okay, so we're actually going to change this. We're going to create a new account. And we're going to call it owner contributions. Now for my fast track students, in the equity section, you learn that what the accounts are called for the owner depends on the entity type. Craig is the sole proprietor. That's why we're using the term owner contributions. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to, this is an equity account and this is owner's equity. Oh my gosh, you guys better not add an opening balance. No opening balance. Okay. Hit save. Oh, by the way, I mentioned that there is one circumstance in which it would be acceptable to have an opening balance in the opening balance equity. Does anyone know what that is? What is the one circumstance in which it's okay to have an opening balance equity? Tell me in the chat. I'm going to save and close this guy. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Oh no. All right. All right, here we go. Yes, OBE for the win. Yes, in a conversion from another software. So the whole reason that we don't have owners, the whole reason that we don't want owner's equity is because we want to know when it started from zero exactly what happened. What are the transactions that that get us from there from here to there? No, from there to here. Okay, right? So that's why we want all of that. But if that information is stored elsewhere in another software, as long as they have it stored elsewhere, then it's okay to have opening balance equity. But if they've been using QuickBooks Online from the beginning, then it always should be always should be zero, and opening balance equity should be zero, and all of the accounts should start from zero and build up. Okay, all right, good job. All right, where are we? All right, so that was the 5,000. Okay, so now we're going to look at the next one, which is a journal entry. So I'm going to click journal entry and see what happened. All right, so here is somebody bought a truck. Okay, they bought this truck for $13,495. Where did the money come from to buy that truck? Did the money come from the owner? Did the owner just give the truck to the company? Did the money come from a loan? Was it charged on a credit card? It's $13,000. That could happen. Did it just come out of the checking account? How did we pay for this truck? That's what needs to be in the credit section, not opening balance equity. Okay? We're going to say for the purposes of this that he just paid for it out of his checking account. Okay? Checking. That's how we save that one. But of course, in a real life, oops. Oh, that's the chats at 99. Okay. So we're just going to hit save and close. Obviously, and we have our reconcile. Obviously, you're not going to just make these decisions. You're going to talk to the business owner. You're going to talk to the business owner, like, how did you pay for that? How did you pay for that truck? We have to record that accordingly. And also, probably, if it actually came from the checking account, it would have been caught when you reconciled the checking account, right? Oh, look, there's a $13,000 that came out of the checking account. Where's that transaction? So you would know at that point. But anyway, all right. So next up, we've got another deposit. Let's take a look at this one. This is exactly the same as the last one, only it's to savings instead of to checking. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to make this owner's contribution. And maybe it's not owner's contribution. Like, maybe you sold something. I don't know. You got to find out. You got to find out, like, where did this money come from? And then change it accordingly. But we're going to say that it was an owner contribution. All right, let's see. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, we did the truck. We did that $600 deposit. All right, we've got another journal entry here. All right, let's look at this journal entry. Okay, so this time we have a journal entry that is a loan. Okay, so they recorded the loan correctly, that they we've got this loan, we've got to pay back this $4,000. But what did they do with the money? Where did the money from the loan go? Did it go into the checking account? Did it go into the savings account? Did it go directly to the purchase of an asset? You know, maybe, what did you buy? Did you buy a copier for the office with that $4,000? Like, what happened? You got a loan from somebody. What happened to the money? You have to record that, okay? You can't just go to opening balance equity. Opening balance equity means it came out of thin air, okay? And that's never the right answer. It came out of thin air is never the right answer. All right, so we're going to say that he got this money, this loan money, and he put it directly into his checking account. Again, in a real life scenario, you would catch that when you reconciled the bank statement. But, all right. Yep, it is. All right, let's see. We've got one more journal entry. Let's do this one. All right, so we've got the same situation. We've got a different kind of note. We've got a $25,000 payable to somebody. So again, it's the same thing. What did you do with that money? Where did it go? Well, for our exercise, we're going to say that it went into checking. In real life, well, I don't know. You have to find out. All right, save and close. Say yes, I see a question. All right, so Rachel is leaving, and I don't know if you're still on with us. I should have said, I was a little spicy when we first got on. I was a little spicy. I should have said that, I do recommend that even if it's your first time, even if you're just starting out, and if it's above you, I recommend that you stay on the call, because even though you're not going to soak everything in, you're still going to get wet. Because what's going to happen is you're going to learn, I'm going to go through this and you're going to go, whoa, this is way over my head. I have no idea what she's talking about. but it's just going to kind of wash over you. And then later you're going to get into it, and you're going to actually learn this, and you're going to go, oh, that's what she was talking about. That's what I recommend. But you do you. I think it's always good to get wet, but not everyone feels that way. And, you know, if you have a pool and it's a beautiful pool day, you might want to go jump in your pool. Oh, Keisha is asking why I am not changing the line description. Yes, I could do that. I'm just not doing it because this is an exercise. So we're focusing on the accounts. All right. So, all right, now we've gone through all these. First, let us, let's see where we are. Are we in the exercise? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, now we're going to refresh the report and see what is left. Okay, so this little button right here, this little circle chasing a circle, or an arrow chasing an arrow, this is going to refresh. Okay, so now the only thing that is left are these inventory products. So how does opening balance equity get added to when it comes to equity? Okay, all right, I mean, when it comes to inventory, guys, all right, too distracted by the drawing this morning. Oh, don't let me forget to do the other drawing. We have 2 drawings today. So the first drawing was for Just Get It Done June, but we have a second drawing the first of the month for specifically for gym members. Okay, don't anybody let me forget. Okay, I was so distracted. Okay, so let's take a look at the inventory situation. Okay, so here's how items get added to in inventory. Here's how opening balance equity gets added to with inventory products. Okay, so I'm going to go to the gear icon, go to products and services. Okay, we're going to create a new product. It's going to be an inventory product. I'm going to call it my new product. And right here, if I say that there is an initial quantity on hand, okay, an initial quantity on hand, that means that 10, I'm putting 10 there, that means that 10 of these items came out of nowhere. Just poof, they were there. Suddenly they were there. And I don't know where they came from. I turned the corner and suddenly I had these inventory products. So if I say there were 10, all of a sudden there were 10 there on this date, magically, it's going to take the cost of that item. So if I go in the products and services here and I say this cost is $55 and I save and close, then when I go back to my balance sheet, and take a look at, I gotta close this, too much going on. All right, and I go back to my opening balance equity, scroll down to the bottom, look what it did. It multiplied that cost of $55 times 10. Now this, what I just did was at one time tested on the certification exam. I don't remember if it's on this year, I'm sorry. But this concept of an initial quantity on hand being multiplied by the cost and showing up in opening balance equity, that used to be on the exam. It might be on the exam this year. It would be, I think it's level 2. I don't remember exactly, but that's like an important thing. Okay. Now, cleaning up inventory is a little bit more involved than what we just did, so we're not going to do that today. And in fact, we don't even do it in the fast track course. We do it in the cleanup course, where you learn. Maybe Joel can put the link to the cleanup course if you haven't already. Okay. So the cleanup course, and then also the fast track, we stop right here. We do give you the cleanup exercise in case you want to go deeper, but it's not part of fast track, okay? Because cleaning up inventory is a little bit different. Just one more thing before I leave here, and then we're going to get on to, I'm going to look at your questions in the chat, and we have the drawing, and I forgot to announce Seattle. So, okay. See, this is what I was too spicy. And now I have heartburn because I was too spicy. All right. So one last thing I want to point out is you may have noticed, and maybe this was your question, is that my transaction says inventory starting value, and the QBO transactions that are already in there say inventory quantity adjustment. Okay. The reason that is there is because of how they built the sample company, okay? It is not something that you're going to see in real life, and you can't, even though I click inventory quantity adjustment, it looks completely different than if I do an actual inventory quantity adjustment. So if I go to here and go inventory quantity adjustment, see, it looks different. There's no like starting value. There's no, yeah. So it's just that way because of the way they built the sample company. All right, so somebody asked where we can find this recording later. So if you are in the locker room, then the Zoom recording will be posted it takes a minute, to like upload and everything. And then we put it in the event section. But it only stays there in the event section until my video editor edits the YouTube version. Once it's on YouTube, we delete it from we'll delete it from the Zoom account. Okay. So go. I don't know, Joel, if you have the YouTube channel link, so that maybe people can subscribe to the YouTube channel. So much good stuff. Okay. Ellen says, can you explain when you have an opening balance equity on a credit card? The journal entry came in as a credit liability and debit opening balance equity. Where does the debits need to go? I struggled with that one even after asking several times. Did you ask me several times? Uh-oh. There may be others who come across the same problem. Okay, so the exercise did include, a credit card. Well, we did it together, and the exercise also included it. But let's do it one more time. Share button. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if I go to the chart of accounts, and I create new, and I say a new credit card, and I say credit card right here, okay, detail type, and I say that the opening balance is $200 as of today, okay. Well, what did you spend that $200 on? QBO doesn't know. All it knows is suddenly there's a liability of $200. So when you save it, what it's going to do in the background is create a purchase transaction or an expense transaction. So I don't know if it's in expenses. Let's see if I can access it right here. I don't know. Yeah, oh, right here. See, here it is. Let me close the exercise so you can see this better. Okay, look. See? It created a credit card expense, and it is categorized. It's like, I don't know what you spent it on, so I'm going to assume that you just spent your equity. That's what I'm going to do. So you can change the category right here. That would be another thing we could do. If we knew that it was, what did we say before? That it was, I don't know. Oh, we said that it was, what did we say before on the exercise? Oh, maybe we didn't. Because I deleted the one that was a credit card. Yeah, that's right. I deleted the one that was a credit card. So here, if I opened the expense, I would just have to put in what the appropriate thing is. So whatever I bought, you know, it was advertising. I bought, I don't know who I buy advertising from. We'll say that I buy advertising from National Eye Care. I don't know. Okay, so that's how you would correct that. Let's see. Hopefully that answers your question. Yes, and it's been reconciled. Yes, I know. All right. Good question. Sorry, I didn't realize that we had not fixed the credit card one. All right, let's see. No, Ellen. I don't know what you were saying no to. Okay, let's see. Oh, Ui says, yeah, I'm going backwards, guys, sorry. Getting wet is such a good idea. That's how I really got good. I just show up. It doesn't matter the number of times it takes, and I started to know what I was doing. Aw. Yeah, let's see. Sherry says, I'm still working on level 1 cert as well, but I watch because there's always crumbs that I pick up later. Exactly. Like that's my philosophy too. But 2 people, Rachel and Sherry, both outed themselves as working on level 1 cert. So I expect to see your name in the drawing once you have completed that certification. All right, let's see. Sherry, what else do we got? Rashida, stay and get wet. I'm here on Fridays and I'm learning so much. It is helping things to make sense. Yay! All right. Oh yeah, so Keisha had said, why are you not also always asking the line description? And I had just said, because this is just an exercise, and I guess you would. And Esther just said, this is practice, but in real life you need to need to have the details in the description. Yeah. All right, let's see. What else? What other questions did I miss? Uyi says you did not start the account with a balance. I don't know which. Oh, maybe that was from something I was talking about. Okay. All right. Let's see. Ooh, Tracy says, I completed level 1. How does my name get in the drawing? You have to fill out the form. Joel, quick. Give her the form. Give her the form. All right. Okay, Joyanna says, I'm working on level 1 cert. I'm stuck on Books Review Center. Where can that be accessed on Craig's Landscaping? It cannot. So there is no books review in the sample company. We don't know why. Corey and I frequently lament that wouldn't it be nice if we could practice the things that we're supposed to know? But no, if you're in our course, if you're in our companion course, then, I just have pictures that show you, how it works. So, but yeah, unfortunately there's no way to practice it. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the QBO, the quick tip. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Okay. What do I need to do next? First, I'm going to remind everybody about our Seattle in-person live event. Okay. In Seattle in-person live events coming up on July 1st. I could not be more excited about this. I could not be more excited. Remember that at Acadian, we are all about hands-on practice. Like, that's what we do. And so I wanted to have a live event, but I didn't want it to be like a conference. I love conferences. I go to conferences all the time and I love them. But when you go to a conference, you just are sitting in a room listening to people, and that's not what Acadian is about. Acadian is about interaction, like we're doing now. That it's about like actually practicing, actually doing. We are having a networking party, which if you are an introvert, then, and you guys, I'm an introvert too. I know it doesn't seem like it because I'm what's called an extroverted introvert, is like I can overcome it. I'm not shy. I just don't gain energy from being around other people. And when I'm in like groups and stuff, then, it's hard to know like what to say and who to talk to and like all that stuff. So we're actually having a networking party. It is structured networking so that you can learn the skill of being able to get in a group and have conversations and pitch your services and not be weird and not feel weird and awkward. So, and it's gonna be so great. So anyway, it is $47. It's a half-day event. Bring your own lunch because I don't want to deal with other people's food. And it's going to be great. I know a lot of you are not from Seattle, but if you know somebody who is, please send them the link because it's going to be awesome. All right, what else do we have to do today? We have to do the drawing. Okay, so the drawing is for people who are okay, turned in the things. Hannah, oh, maybe you just entered the drawing? Did you just enter the drawing? Yay! All right, so our next drawing, this is what we do the first Friday of every month. The first Friday of every month, we do a drawing for the people who are subscribed to the gym, okay? So if you are subscribed to the gym, as you saw when I showed it to you earlier, not this one, but this one, okay? So there's an entire year's worth of content. So you sit down and you work for your first month, and you sit down, you process bank feeds, you send invoices, you process payments. You, in this first one, you learn estimates and purchase orders. Although last we knew, purchase orders was broken in the sample company, so hopefully they get that fixed soon. You reconcile bank accounts, and you run reports. Okay, so you do this month after month. Every month that you do that, you earn a badge. And every time that you earn a badge, you have an opportunity to get in the drawing. The way that you do that is once you get a badge, we email you and say, woohoo, you got your badge, enter your name in the drawing by telling us what did you learn this month? Like what was a big aha? So in the guides, there is a post for every month, and you can go in and you can say say what you learned or what you liked or like what are your big ahas. So Heather said, I'm so obsessed with QBO Gym. I just earned my February badge and can't wait to start on March tomorrow. I love that it gives us points as we progress. This is the best training I have ever come across. It's better than QuickBooks. Awesome. Oh, and June's, didn't I see June on the call today? June says, this was my first month in year 2 of the gym. After being introduced to Craig, the business owner, realized that it was necessary to interact with him and he wasn't always available. Preparing an estimate, so that's something that we get extra in year 2 is you actually interact with the business owner. That's what she's talking about. Preparing an estimate, creating a purchase order from it, and subsequently, this was 3 days ago, so maybe purchase orders is fixed now. and subsequently sending a partial progress invoice were all great processes to have now as part of my toolkit. Thank you to Margie Remmers-Davis and the Acadian team. That's February. Let's see what else. Let's do, this is June. Let's see what again, this is not calendar. This is just random. So here, by the way, are all of the things that you learn. What is happening crazy with my mouse here? These are all the things that you learn in each month. So I don't know what's going on with my mouse. All of a sudden I cannot scroll. All right, I wanted to go to June, doesn't matter. All right, so here's all the things that you learn in April. We'll just start with April because so in this month they learned all about petty cash. They learned about setting up a loan, delayed charges, unbilled charges. This is all of the list of things that they learned and not just learned, guys. This is not just about like soaking in knowledge. It is about applying the knowledge. It's about actually doing it. It's about actually creating the invoices. It's about actually processing the bank records, the bank feeds. It's about actually reconciling accounts. You are actually doing it. That's what we're all about here. So, oh, here's another one from Heather. She's kicking butt. Aw, man. That one was a bummer. All right, let's see what we've got here. Loving the exercise, rolling through them, heading right into June. She doesn't love manual journal entries. I think that this May is all focused on journal entries. So anyway, so everybody so you'll notice that Heather left several and she got her name in every time that you earn a badge and leave your AHA, you get your name in the drawing. So some people are in here multiple times because they whipped through the gym. Aw, man, purchase order is still broken. Darn it. All right. Oh, shoot. Esther says, I saw that but didn't enter when I completed May. I thought it was an old contest or challenge. Nope. So yeah, go ahead and go do it. All right, so here's all of the folks. Look at that. Heather is in there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So she got 6 months done in the gym. Awesome. No, 7. Here's the 7th one. So she got 7 months done in the gym just since the last drawing. So that is pretty cool. All right, let's see. And by the way, the prize for this is 1 month free in the gym. So let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Ha! What? Oh, June, you just missed it. Congratulations to Natasha. Woohoo. All righty. So the last thing that we are going to cover today, I'm saying, Oh, okay, hold on. Let me just pull up this question. The last thing we're going to talk about is our marketing prompts and ChatGPT, and then we will let you go. All right. Oh, okay, let's see. So Sherry is asking, I'm not enrolled in the certification one fast track, but I'm interested in it. With your fast track, do we still have to go through and read all the QBO testing stuff? Okay, so I wanted to bring this up because the fast track is not related to the certification. Okay, fast track is about bookkeeping fundamentals. You learn bookkeeping and accounting. We use the sample company to demonstrate principles, okay? But it is not, the course is not there to teach you QuickBooks Online. The companion courses are specific to the Pro Advisor certifications. They actually walk you through the Intuit training material, step by step, piece by piece, and you're learning the software and you're learning just enough to actually pass the test. Fast Track will have a component where once you've learned everything, we're just going to highlight the extra things that you need to know in order to pass the bookkeeping certification from Intuit, but it's entirely different. Fast Track, bookkeeping fundamentals, Pro Advisor certifications, and the companion courses are all about just the software. All right, let's see if I got anything. Okay, so let's talk now about marketing prompts. Okay, as you are working, I'm not sharing the screen anymore. Okay, good. As you are working through the gym, you earn marketing prompts. And the reason that we have marketing prompts in the gym is because I kept hearing people say, I know that I'm supposed to be posting on social media, but I don't know what to say. And I just kept thinking, why don't you know what to say? You're learning something new every day. Just post what you're learning all the time. And so after the gym had been out for a while, I said, you know what? I'm just going to build in marketing prompts. So when you're in the gym, you actually earn marketing prompts. Okay, so you learn a piece of content, and then you unlock the marketing prompts that are related to that content that you just learned. Okay, so as you're working through the gym, all these marketing prompts. But for the exercise of the week, we give you a marketing prompt for every exercise. So you can leave today and you just learned all about opening balance equity. You just learned what it's supposed to be like. You learned that you're not supposed to have a start when you set things up. You're not supposed to put a starting balance, and why. Now you know all of those things, and you can go teach them to somebody else. Okay, you can create a little Loom video and just walk through exactly what I just did and talk about it and post it on your social media. Or you can create a little QBO quick tip about what we just learned and post that on your social media. The important thing is for you to constantly be reminding people that you are an expert in QuickBooks Online. Okay, this is especially true if you have your level 1 certification. If you have your level 1 certification, you have that badge, you can go out and say, hey, I'm a QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor, and open up all sorts of conversations with people who are using QuickBooks Online. So Joel has put the today's marketing prompt in the chat. For those of you who have the exercise of the week, you will find the marketing prompt right here, just below the link. And here's what it says today. QBO quick tip. Got a weird number sitting in opening balance equity on your balance sheet? That's QuickBooks' way of saying something was entered without all the details. Left alone, it throws off your books and makes your accountant twitchy. Cleaning it up brings clarity and accuracy. Want to tackle it together? I'm in. Now, that should look familiar to you if you got the email that I sent this morning, or if you saw my post in the locker room, because I used that I generated that with ChatGPT. And we've been talking about using ChatGPT in your marketing for a while now. When I initially created the gym and the marketing prompts, I wrote personally every single one of those marketing prompts. And then, I don't know, guys, it was a couple months ago, or I wonder what ChatGPT would do with this. And so I fed ChatGPT the exercises. I just pasted the scribe link in ChatGPT, and I think I sent it several, and I sent it maybe some example prompts, and it started giving me, now it knows, and so I guess I don't have it open anymore, but but Joel has put it in the chat. I actually have shared with you guys my conversation with ChatGPT. And so you can see how I talk to ChatGPT and try and refine it. Now, today's prompt that it gave me, I thought was pretty good. I really liked it. Got a weird number and makes your accountant twitchy. I thought that was kind of fun. But if I had wanted it to sound more professional, or if I didn't like it, I could say, that's a little, wonky. That's a little too laid back. I'd prefer that it sound more professional, and it'll rewrite it. And you can see in the link that I gave you guys, you can see my conversation. This one I took at face value. The one last week, I didn't have it rewrite it, but the one I gave you last week, I personally rewrote it. But in earlier conversations, you can see me saying, oh, well, I really want to highlight this one feature. I really want to highlight like this thing about it. And anyway, ChatGPT, guys, like I'm all about it. I use it for everything, like every day, all the time. And it can just make your life so much easier. All right, let's see. Charlene is asking, what happened? Charlene is asking, if I join the gym and do the year's transaction and therefore learning, is it fair to then count that as a year of QBO experience on a resume or when talking with potential clients? Okay, so on a resume, I would say, some people have. On a resume, I would specify that it is, 1 year of simulated experience. Talking to potential clients, they don't care. Like, you're never, if a client asks you how much experience you have, hang up with that client. Like this is, if you're going to be a freelance bookkeeper, this is your business and you make the rules and you are the authority and you are in charge and you are offering a service to this business. Okay? So they don't get to ask you questions like that. It's not a job interview. It's you deciding whether you are going to take on this client, not whether the client is, I guess it's a mutual thing. Like they decide whether to take you, but did you read my last newsletter when I was like, the one with the most confidence wins? I heard somebody say that recently and I was like, holy cow, like that's exactly right. That's exactly right. So anyway, all right. Aw, Christina. All right. Yes, a little spicy, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I think that's all we've got for today. Did I forget anything? I have to get my mic fixed because my video guy is going to kill me. And I did not even know. That I was having this issue with this Zoom call. So, so we got to get that fixed. What else? Okay, guys. All right. Charlene says, thank you. I guess I need to get more confidence. Yes. June, Spicy Margie, this is so much about overcoming imposter syndrome. Okay, here's what you need to know, guys. If you actually know it, you are not an imposter. Imposter syndrome is for when you feel like you don't actually know what you're doing. When you get behind the wheel of your car and you go drive your car, do you have imposter syndrome? You're like, I don't know if I can drive. No, because you just know it. Imposter syndrome happens when you're doing things that you're not sure about. So become sure about it. Become sure about it. And by the way, the only way to become sure is to do it over and over and over. when you first got your driver's license and you weren't sure about it, then maybe you did have imposter syndrome, right? You got in the car and you're like, oh, I can't believe they trust me, right? But you just did it over and over and over and over. You just have to do it over and over and over. Work through the courses, work through the sample exercises, or the sample company, do the exercises, come to the call, stay active, do it over and over and over. And then you'll discover, oh, look, I do know what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else have I got? Louisa, will this be the replay? I'm sure she's talking about the replay. Yes. And Lindsay, we've got you. So it's in the events section. After this is done, it'll be in the events section. Then it'll be on YouTube. So, yeah. So if somebody can put the link to our YouTube channel, that would be great. And then people can connect with there also. Oh, Charlene says, if it helps, I don't think I had any problems hearing you. Well, thank you. But yeah, I appreciate that. But we still have to figure out the sound on our end, at least on the recording. I don't know what's going to happen. All right. So both Joel and Lindsay have put the YouTube channel in there. Sherry says, what time zone are you in? This call is at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So that would be 10 a.m. Central time. Let's see, Elizabeth. Aw, thanks for your wisdom. You're welcome. Your kind words makes me feel better about missing swimming in my swimming pool. All right, I think that's it. I think I've got any questions. If I missed anything, here, blah blah blah. Let's see, I missed one. Quick question. Someone shared ChatGPT. How can we save it for later? Do we just have to copy and paste into a doc? So if you're talking about the link that we sent you, you'll just always have that link, and now it'll be your conversation, so you can have that same conversation with ChatGPT. If you're talking about the content, the answers that they get, then yes, you have to save and copy it into a doc. If you have a ChatGPT account, which I believe is free, I pay for my account because, oh my gosh, it's worth it for everything I do. But I think even if you have a free account, you still say conversations are saved. And so you can see, like, on the left, everything you've ever talked to them about. And if you turn memory on, then it will start to know who you are and the kinds of questions that you ask and what you're interested in. And in my case, who my company is and what we stand for and what we're trying to achieve and how we do that, all of that. So it's just like, amazing. All right. So yes, the content, Esther says, yeah, you'll just copy it and paste into a quick note. So we do teach in our Getting Clients cohort, which I didn't talk about today because we're running so long. But in the Getting Clients cohort, we do, Lindsay does a really great training on using Canva and how to use those prompts to create like a little branded document or a little branded image that you can use over and over on your social media. So the Getting Clients cohort for June is full, but Lindsay is working so hard on the July cohort. So that's going to be a totally new experience. So we're anxious to see how that is going to play out. I guess we can put the link to the cohort just at acadian.com/cohort to try it out and see. All right. I think that's it, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. I wish that I could say that I'm going to get in my pool now, but I cannot because I have 2 meetings this afternoon that are super exciting. We have so many exciting things planned. We have so many exciting things planned for you guys. One of my meetings this afternoon is related to something that you guys have been begging for. And yeah, so much good stuff all for you guys. Let's see. Uyi, do you all remember the ChatGPT tool we got? Oh yeah. Also creates the squares needed for social media. Yes. I don't know. I can't remember, Lindsay, if we're giving that away or if that's the prompt that Mike gave us on the call. If you're in the Getting Clients cohort, I know that you have access to that. If you've ever been in the Getting Clients cohort, you have access to the tools that Mike shared on our webinar that we had a few weeks ago. I don't think you can get it anymore unless you're in the cohort. Brenda says, no teasing allowed. You know I tease all the time. I can't help it. I cannot help it. Lindsay says, so much good stuff. Lindsay, I just want to know, did you listen to my voice note? Did you listen to my voice note? I have to know. It's like I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. Yes, she did. Oh my gosh, so much good stuff. Yeah, Margie teases. Yep. Oh, thank you. Charlotte says that was a brilliant webinar. We did that a couple weeks ago. And so we're going to have another one. And I'll tell you, that's what one of the meetings is today, is planning our next marketing webinar. So that is one of them. All right. What did it say? I am not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you. We're just going to say, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. Yeah, it's so good. All right. That's it. I'm actually for realsies, going to let you go. I'm going to eat some lunch before I head into these other meetings. You have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you on Monday for This Week at Acadian. I can't wait to hear your success story.